Go. All right. Now, a few people were saying, Mr. Sal, I didn't quite understand the last one. Let's go through it here. The things that the key points that we're going to need, my marker. But after that, what we're going to need is you're going to need the max and the min. Okay. So where did I stop? Did Desiree stop? No, I didn't. That's it. Let's go, folks. Okay, let's pick Carolyn then. Simple enough. Max on the graph is going to, what's the highest point on the graph? 370. What's the lowest point on the graph? Okay. Now, we need these points to help us get our amplitude or axis and all that. Jake, can you please calculate what the axis is going to be for me, please? 180 plus 370. Right on. Is 180 plus 370 divided by 2, which is going to be 450, 550 over 2. Was that 275? So again, if you can eyeball what that is, that's okay, but most people can't, so I'd recommend not to do that. All right, Luke, how do you get your amplitude, please?
Max minus.
Right on. Divided by 2. So it's going to be 370 minus 180 over 2, which happens to be 190. What was that? 190?
Yeah.
190 divided by 2, which is 195.
This is recording.
Okay. Any questions on the first two? Again, we're just following the formula. That's all we're doing for these. This is another part of math that you just get the process down. It's really easy. Okay. Who are we up to? Taylor. What's the period for this graph, please?
It's from the max to max.
Good.
So it's from 370 to
Now, when you say 370, you're not quite right. Because you're thinking your max, remember the period is going to be in the x values here, right? So that's what the period is going to be. So the distance left and right for the highest to your highest. So I'm going to just wait a sec. So the left-hand side is 60. The right-hand side is 140. So in this case, the period is going to be 80.
140.
Okay. Not quite 40. So again, you're thinking 40 on the left. Yes, 40 times 2. So just one sec, folks. Because this is, guys, George, you ready? This is the part you guys really got to make sure you get down. 40 on the left. What was that, 40? Oh, that was 60. That's still 60 on the left, 140 on the right. So it's an 80-degree shift, you know what I mean, until it repeats. An 80-degree over what the cycle is. Angela, all's good? Yes. So again, what we're saying is here you're going from 60 here to 140 there, right? The distance is going to be 80 there. All right, who are we up to? Ty. Ty, what is my phase shift, please? That phase shift is going to be 60 degrees. Right. Okay, please ask and please be brave. If there's something that isn't clear on the first a little bit, somebody please let me know. Mr. Silence. Clear? Clear as mud. That's wonderful. Okay, let's start with now our equation. We still need, that's true, but it isn't clear. Okay, how do we get our K value? Shall we remember how we got our K value? Because that's the thing we still need. Okay, so what we have to remember was our, if you remember what the K was, Noah? No, if you remember what our K was in our equation, 360 over the K should be our period. So that was a question or Sam, or you have answer? Hey, Georgie, we're good. Okay, 4.5. Okay, so Shelby, I need you to be brave here again and try and give me an equation. Y equals what?
Y equals 9.
Yeah.
4.5. Theta minus 60.
Very good. Yeah. Okay, so this is the hardest, the shift you mean, or the period? Phase shift? Okay, good question. this is again another part that's tricky. Remember, for the phase shift, it's going to be from 0 to the first maximum because cosines were the maximum. Cosine, the maximum, for cosine, it starts at the maximum, is what I'm trying to say there, okay? So, in this case, it's supposed to start at 0. It's not going to be. This is just going to be your shift. It's going to go 0 to whatever your first maximum is going to be. Yeah. Now, again, if you're to continue this on backwards, this should be negative 20 or something, but we're not going to. If it were to be graphed further, they can go left and right, but generally it's. Questions and fears with this? You guys are all masters of these questions? Good. All right. On the phase shift? On the K, yeah.
What is K?
Okay, because remember good question. The question was, what is K? Okay. Remember if we were to do a question like this, what does that affect if it's a sine 3 theta? What's that going to affect? Okay, that's true. Okay, but remember for this, our period is going to be 360 over 3, which happens to be 120. And also your action points, 90 over 3, which is 30. That's going to be like your horizontal compression by a factor of 3. Okay, so what we're doing in this graph, it's supposed to go from 0 to 360 as a regular graph. It doesn't go from 0 to 360. It goes from 0 to 80. So they're saying, how do you go from 360 to 80? You divide by 4.5, right? And that's all that it's saying there. It's your horizontal compression. That's all they're saying. Okay. Okay, that's a bad joke by my standards, and that's saying something. Okay, example 3. Okay, this is going to be the last one for today, I think, folks. If I can find my... Stop it while I find my sheet. Let's hit pause. Oh, goodness. Why did I- oh, my glasses.